Learning how to make a hat by working in the round. I'm going to go really slow on this one and try to give you all the information that I can on this tutorial. I'm using the Impeccable Loops and Threads worsted weight yarn, which is sold at Michael's. I'm going to use my H hook, which is the recommended size. You can look at the label here, and this gives you some information. At a different spot here, it tells you the crochet information. US H hook is recommended. It's a medium worsted weight yarn, which is a number 4, and your washing instructions there. The color that I'm going to use is aqua. For teaching purposes, I find that a light, smooth yarn works best. So we're going to give that a try. The first thing we need to do when working in the round is we need to get a ring to work into. And the way that I do that is I use the adjustable ring. You just kind of make a ring there, loop with your thread. I'll put my hook into the center of the ring and grab my thread, my working thread, the one that's coming from my skein, and then I will work my chains up. Now, another way of doing this is to make a ring in a different way. You can just make your slip knot. You can chain a few, say 4 or 5, whatever. Whatever your pattern tells you. Then you join, slip your hook into your first chain, grab your yarn and pull it through that chain and the loop on your hook. This creates a ring. Now when you do your chains, however many you're supposed to do, oops, but with your working thread, not with your tail. See, there's something that you shouldn't do. Okay, I've made my chain ups. Now say I'm working in double crochet, I'm going to yarn over and find the center of that ring and make my double crochets there. See how you have your center ring here? I just want to show you that you can do it that way, and instead of doing the adjustable loop. For my demonstration, for my hat, I'm going to use the adjustable loop, and the reason for that is that you can close the adjustable loop so that there's almost no hole at the top of your hat. So I'm going to begin that. I'm going to make my loop, my ring. I'm going to chain 3. Then in the center of my ring, I'm going to make 11 more double crochets because I want 12 in the center. I'm going to assume that you know these stitches. For a double crochet, you yarn over, insert into the center of your ring, grab your yarn and pull through, yarn over and pull through 2, yarn over and pull through 2. And I'm going to make, as I said, 11 more. Your chain 3 counts as a stitch, so I will have a total of 12 double crochets when I'm done. See how many we have already. Here's my chain. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Now I've got to pull some more thread from my skein. Now I'm gonna close my loop by pulling on my beginning strand. See, now I have almost no hole there. Okay, now I'm going to join to my first chain 3. I'm going to join at the top of it with a slip stitch. Now note that this is your first stitch, your chain 3 that you did on your first round. This is your first round. Now you're going to make your next stitch right in that same stitch, so it's important that you know which one it is. I'm going to show you again the join. We join by taking our hook and putting it into the top chain of our beginning chain 3. Yarn over and pull through that chain and the loop on the hook. Then I'm going to chain 1, and I'm going to make a double crochet in that same double crochet, or chain 3. Chain 3 is considered the first double crochet. Now another way that you might want to do it is to do chain 3 here and then make your next double crochet right into that same loop, that same chain, which gives you 1, 2 double crochets in that stitch. The way that I choose to do it is to do a chain 1 and make a double crochet in that same stitch. That way when I come back around, instead of going into a chain, I'm going into the top of an actual double crochet. So that's 1 double crochet into a chain 1 and 1 double crochet in that same stitch. I'm going to make another double crochet in that same stitch. That gives me 2. The reason for that is that I want to increase every round by 12. I have 12 here, so to increase by 12 I have to make 2 in each one of the stitches around. So I'm going to make 2 in the next double crochet, 2 in the next double crochet, 2 in the next one, and I'm going to continue doing that all the way around, 2 in each stitch. This is just a very simple, very plain hat. It's going to have a flatter top because we're going to increase by the same number on each row. If you want a hat with a more gentle slope, then you will want to decrease by maybe half, by 6 instead of 12. But for this tutorial, we're going to increase every round by 12. And right now I'm working 2 double crochets in each stitch. This is our second round. On a pattern, this would be round 2. So we have round 1, which is 12 stitches, and round 2, which should be 24 stitches. If you don't have 24 stitches, then you messed up somewhere. Let's count them and see if I messed up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, and 24 are beginning. Okay, so we have the correct number of stitches. When you're counting, you can count your top loops at the top, or you can count your posts, whichever is easiest for you. And we're going to join this last stitch to the beginning by going into the top of that first double crochet with a slip stitch. Then we're going to start our next round the same way with the chain 1 and a double crochet in that same stitch. Now we want to increase by 12, but we've already done 2. We have 12, 24. If we do 2 in each of 24, we will get 48. So we don't want 48, we want 36. 12, 24, 36. 24 and 12 would be 36. So we're going to go into every other double crochet. 1 in this one that we just made our join. Then we're going to do 2 in the next one. Then we're going to do 1 in the next one, and 2 in the next. And we're going to go all the way around, working 1, and then 2. 1 in the next double crochet, 2 in the next double crochet. We're going to go all the way around doing this. And when we get to the end, our last one is going to be 2 in that stitch. If you come out where you're doing 1 in your final stitch, you either have the wrong final stitch or you have made a mistake somewhere along the way and put 1 where there was supposed to be 2 or 2 where there was, it's just, you just have made an error somewhere along the way. If I forget what I'm doing, I'll go back and I'll look here. We have 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, and our next one will be 2. So I have to add another one here. And I have 1 in the next, 2 in the next, 1, 2. I was stepping on my yarn there. 1, 2, 1, 2, 2. Since I'm ending up in 2, I'm assuming that I actually did it correctly, and I have 36 stitches on round 3. This is round 1 with 12, round 2 with 24, round 3 with 36, and I'm going to join with a slip stitch in the top of this first double crochet. And I'm going to go to my next round. Now, how many rounds you do depends on what size hat you want to make. If you were making a baby hat, you might want to stop at 36. You're making a child's hat, you might want to go up, chain 1, make another double crochet in that same stitch, and go up to make 48. That means since we increased every other stitch for this round 3, we're going to increase every 3rd stitch for this round. So 1, 2, and in the next double crochet I'll do 2. Then in the next I'll do 1, and I'll do 1, and then I'll do 2 in the next. Why is that? Because remember, we want to increase by 12. So we have 12, 24, 36. 36 and 12 is 48. We want to end up with 48 stitches.